Matty, a disappointing loss for the Bombers. They were good for most of the game. Probably the second quarter let them down. What was your take on the Essendon versus North Melbourne match?
Well, you could see early in the game that the ball movement had been a real emphasis through the week, and no doubt kicking those 5 goals early on in that first quarter was as a result of moving the ball much faster and allowing players like Collier to get out in space because the ball was moved quicker. And obviously Joe Watson going forward a little bit more out of the goal square is something that I think it really has to be something ongoing, because I think that Danaher and Carlisle just aren't ready to kick 4s and 5s just yet, so we need to find ways of manufacturing goals. And that was something that happened early on, which didn't probably happen through that second and third quarters where we just couldn't score enough.
Sean McKernan played his first game for the club. He showed a bit. He's big and strong and moves all right. Do you think going forward he can play in the same side as Bellchambers, Danaher, and now with possibly Carlisle coming back in?
Probably no, but I think it's an issue, because I think if he doesn't play, suddenly Carlisle, Ambrose and Danaher have to go into the ruck, which I don't think suits any of them. Yet they're too big if they all play together, so unfortunately someone will have to miss out, and that's the decision of the coaching staff this week, is do they go with McKernan again, where he can assist Bellchambers in the ruck and leave the forward structure alone, or just one of those forwards have to make way for Sean McKernan. So it's going to be interesting times at selection this week.
Lockie Hansen throughout the whole game, and then Drew Petrie late were a bit of a problem for the Bombers with their intercept marks deep inside the Bombers' forward line. What were Essendon doing wrong?
Yeah, Lockie Hansen's one of the best in the game at it, probably underrated because he's missed so much footy over the years through injury. But he took 14 marks. I think that's a problem. If you don't occupy Lockie Hansen as a forward, he'll just cut you to ribbons in the air. And I suppose that's the issue at the moment, was probably not enough of our set forwards command respect from the opposition, because Joey's leading the way with 10 goals, and the next best was Carlisle, Zaharakis, and they weren't playing. So that's the next step of the Essendon forwards, is to be dangerous enough where Hansen can't leave his man, and Petrie is something he does really well. He can drift down, know when to leave the forward line and help out in defence. And probably right, the ball movement, probably a few too many long bombs under pressure, poor decisions. The game was no doubt there to be won, but there was just some lack of foot skills and errors, decision making that cost Essendon the game in the end. But the positive was, I thought the intent was brilliant. In terms of losers, Essendon was probably the best loser over the weekend in the way they played, and I think it's a huge stepping stone in moving forward into next week's game.
So they play Brisbane on Sunday, and we'll look forward to previewing that with you later in the week.
Thanks, Simon. Thank you.